Hi, I'm Shreyas and welcome to Making Cookies. Let's get started with the ingredients. 32 ml of this flour. You need 4.93 ml of baking soda. You need 2.46 ml of salt. You need 237 ml of butter. You need 177 ml of pure granulated sugar and 177 milliliters of dark brown sugar. And then we need 1 egg, which is here. And then we need 4.93 milliliters of this extract. And then we need 473 milliliters of these chocolate chips. Let's get started with the recipe to bake these cookies. First, what you want to do is heat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, which is up here. And then we want to, in a small bowl, we want to mix the flour, the baking soda, and the salt. So we poured in the baking soda, and now we're going to pour in 2.46 ml of salt. And now we want to mix this together. For the purposes of needing a larger bowl later in the recipe, we put this into another bowl. And now we're gonna mix it. So we just want to mix it around until there's like not as many lumps and all that. So in our large bowl, we want to put our butter and our sugars and then beat them together with the electric mixer. Okay, so now I'm going to mix this butter and 2 sugars with the electric mixer for about 1 minute at medium speed. Okay, so after mixing for about a minute, we end up with this result. So as you can see, we put the egg in the bowl, and now we're about to put the vanilla extract for the third step that is required for this. So after mixing the egg and the vanilla extract with everything that was in this bowl, we ended up with this result. Now the next step is we need to stir our flour and mixture into this other mixture. After putting the flour mixture into this other mixture and stirring it, this is the result that we got. You want it to be blended and you don't want to see any white. Next thing we want to do is add 473 milliliters of chocolate chip cookies. So after putting in these chocolate chips into the mixture, we want to stir it and get a result that looks like this. The next step is to put on the ungreased cookie sheets. We want to put rounded dough that are about 2 inches apart. Okay, so we put the rounded dough on these 2 trays and we're going to put it in the oven. Now you want to bake it in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. After baking in the oven for about 10 minutes, this is the final product for the cookies that we got. Now what you want to do is let them cool for 30 minutes since the cookies are really hot right now.
There are 2 main scientific phenomena that play a role in baking cookies. First, there's the decomposition of baking soda or sodium bicarbonate while heated in the oven. At temperatures above 176 degrees Fahrenheit, sodium bicarbonate undergoes a decomposition reaction since the reaction becomes thermodynamically favorable with the negative Gibbs free energy. Sodium bicarbonate breaks down into solid sodium carbonate, water vapor, and carbon dioxide gas. The higher temperature in the oven causes the rate of the reaction to increase by causing a higher frequency of collisions and higher kinetic energy. Second, there's the hydrolysis of sucrose sugar into glucose and fructose. When placed in the oven, sucrose hydrolysis becomes thermodynamically favorable and sucrose melts into simpler sugars. So how do these phenomena play a role in baking cookies? Carbon dioxide gas and water vapor form the bubbles which make cookies rise. Rising doesn't just make these cookies taller. It also opens up the space to keep the cookie from becoming too dense by increasing its density. The heat works on the butter, egg, and flour to change the shape of the molecules. The gluten in the flour forms a polymer mesh that works with the albumin protein from the egg white and the emulsifier lectin from the egg yolk to form the dough and support the bubbles. Heat breaks the sucrose into simple sugars glucose and fructose, giving each cookie a shiny light brown crust.